really excited, and I think the team has a good setup going, so let's hope that everything goes well and we stay out of trouble. It's a pity that we didn't get to finish Monaco. I'm Keagan Masters, and welcome to Italy.
Oh, is that good?
This cheesecake is nice. This is the number one thing you learn when you join the team.
If you can't make a coffee, you don't get a drop.
No, then you're out.
He's a great guy to work with, and I think we can do really good stuff together.
Today, I'm going to take you to one of my special places.
Sounds good.
Voorde. This is basically where it all started, like probably the first ever real racing track in the world. The angle of this thing is just insane. I mean, the speeds that they were doing back in the day, even around here, it was quite incredible. Like to be going around here at those speeds with no protection, you know? I mean, I don't even think they were wearing gloves even. Racing side by side with people around here, it's astonishing, it's crazy. Ascari is so much scarier than you think, and you really have to have commitments, and yeah, it's an epic track. It was an honor to race here, and to get my first ever Carrera Cup win is really special to me, and even in the wet it was just incredible. Porsche SuperCup is known to be one of the most hardest one-make series in the world, and it's a privilege to be here, and I'm so happy that I am.
Oh, what a special day and a bucket list tick for me getting to visit the Temple of Speed. Back in Bergamo for my last evening with Keagan, we chatted about his career and how it all started.
I got my first go-kart when I was 4 years old, but I was actually too scared to drive on the circuit with all the other drivers. So I was driving around parking lots and stuff like that. I had a few regional championships that we won, and then one national championship, and then probably like 4 or 5 second place championship positions. So it was a little bit frustrating at times, but you know, it was one of the best racing in my career, and it really shows, like it's the purest form of racing, and it really shows all the fast drivers and the aggression, and like, you know, you can really like pinpoint the fast drivers there. All the natural talent that comes from karting, they go to Polo Cup, you know. All the cars are the same as Super Cup. All the engines are the same, you know, everyone's got the same equipment. And I think that's what really helps with close racing. It's just a pity that there's not enough opportunity in South Africa to make a career for yourself. I mean, yes, I was fortunate enough to be with Volkswagen for a few years, but you know, it's not sustainable. You can only do it for so long. Making the step overseas, it's intimidating, you know. You have to now put yourself in a completely new environment and integrate yourself into their culture and find the ways to make yourself comfortable and make yourself at home, because this is probably in the future where I'll be living. It's a lot of sacrifice, but at the end of the day it will be worth it, and it's a business and you really need to push yourself to become the best. Just work hard and train, be disciplined enough to continue to race every weekend and have fun. I mean, at the end of the day you need to have fun, you can't just focus all the time. You need to enjoy the part of racing.
Keagan would go on to finish a very respectable 10th overall in his first SuperCup season, third best of all the rookies. Undoubtedly though, the highlight, his 4th place finish at Silverstone. He also competed in 2 of the 6 rounds of the Carrera Cup Italia, and his performances were outstanding. 2 second-place finishes, and of course that race win in the wet at Monza. So, understandably, expectations were very high heading into the 2024 race season, and boy did Keagan deliver. Competing in both the SuperCup and the Carrera Cup Italia series, he finished a superb 4th in the SuperCup Championship and helped Ombra to 4th in the team standings. Brilliant. The new kids on the block had arrived and meant business. But the standout race was Monaco. From being in the wall last year to being on the podium this time around. Talk about redemption. And it gets better as he went on to be crowned the 2024 Carrera Cup Italia Champion, beating the SuperCup champion Larry Voorde and 3rd place finisher Marvin Klein. FORZA, Keagan Masters. 2 years ago, I rolled into Monaco for my first Formula One weekend, but I wasn't there for the F1 Drive to Survive roadshow. I was there to support a South African that had just taken a massive step up in his international racing career to contest the Porsche Mobil 1 SuperCup series that races on many of the weekends with Formula One. Now I find myself in Hungary at the Hungaroring to continue his story.
It's not easy, eh? Like this year is the first year that finally I have a apartment to stay at, so I got like a home base to relax in between races. It's really hard to be on the game every step of the way. We're doing like 300 to 400 kilometers per test day, and also fighting in 3 championships. It also makes it very difficult to manage because basically every weekend we're kind of in the car. The team definitely has made it easier for me to adapt to Europe. We both push each other to the limits. We always trying to figure out the best possible solution to be fast. Sometimes it can get tough, and other times obviously when you win and stuff it feels great. Now with the teams, they've found sponsorships to pay for my racing. The only thing that I have to find is my personal costs, so my travel and accommodation, which I've been fortunate enough by Arcane Management and EJet to help me with my flights and accommodation. So yeah, they've helped me a lot for the off-the-track activities.
Today going right?
Yeah, I think for what we were testing, I think it went pretty okay.
Yeah, it's amazing. What did you say to me, the budget with the other team? So how many sets of tyres did they
Yeah, so that they went through 2 sets per morning session and afternoon. So 4 sets a day for the 2 days per driver. It's 8 sets.
And what are we talking?
That's like around 350,000 Rand.
Just for
2 days of testing just on tyres. It's crazy.
Dude. And there you were running on one set which you saved right until the very end.
Yeah, so we tried to get a well-balanced car, and obviously the car wasn't going to be perfect for the new tyres because you still need to now tweak it for a quali run. So we kind of got it into a good window for the new tyres and did actually a pretty strong time. I mean, we were only 2/10 off at the time, and then at the end they put on new sets and they went a bit quicker. But I think with what we had a good time. The engineers always want to say that their setup is the best, and the drivers always want to say that they're driving the best. That you can't get better, you know. So it's always like this conflict. At the end of the day, you need to be like quite truthful, and that's where Simone and I, like, we can get on each other's toes about that. But like I always tell him, like, listen, like I can't drive better. Like, this is the max. You know, we need to fix something in the car, and then eventually, after analyzing, you'll finally find a in between where you can work on the setup that will help the driving as well. So
that's why that relationship with engineers is so bloody important.
I mean, that's why everyone rates SuperCup so highly, because you don't have a lot of time, and it's the same for everyone. So such a bizarre feeling that you get from the car. Even under braking, you braking at the 150, but the Formula 1's braking at the 100.
So that's where
your initial braking, you feel like you're going to overshoot the corner completely, and then all of a sudden you hit the rubber and then it slows down. The way our tyres react to their tyres is different depending on who's on the track.
Yeah.
So if we go on the track after F2 or F3 or F1 qualifying,
there's a difference.
There's a difference, and we need to also change the setup slightly to adjust it. There's not much to change, but 2 millimeters of ride height can change your setup. Can bring your car from oversteer to understeer. Like it's the amount of sensitivity these cars have with setup is just unbelievable. I couldn't believe it.
So it had been a solid test day for the team, and that evening we got to put the race talk on hold and just enjoy great company and amazing food. Italian, of course. The next morning, I grabbed a quick coffee with Keagan at a really funky coffee shop I'd found before he and the team headed across to Spielberg in Austria for the crucial 4th round of the championship. I'd be meeting them there in a few days, which left me with some time to be a tourist, taking in the sights and tastes of Budapest. You know, I'm just going to go grab a quick coffee at a bakery around the corner, get some fresh rolls, and make some good old South African pike course for my 5-hour drive through into Austria. Yay! I'm being so used to seeing the European countryside covered in snow. This was a lovely change. What a beautiful drive. And after the highs of 2024, it hadn't been the greatest start for Keagan and the team, so they really needed a big result this weekend to keep their championship hopes alive. I am taking it all in. The atmosphere that is the Red Bull Ring in Spielberg. So where we're at the moment is Keagan's getting himself ready. They've got a practice today, being Friday. And this one makes it so hard because they only get given 30 minutes. And they've come here for testing a couple of weeks back, but then it's a green track. It hasn't got any rubber down. And that's obviously going to change now because we've had F1 out, FP2, FP3 as well. So they've got to get it all figured out in this practice session and try and get it dialed in and get a setup that's going to work for quali. But the bit that's even more bizarre and puzzling about the series is that they're going out at 6:30 this evening. Qualifying tomorrow is at 11. I mean, you can't even draw parallels in terms of time of day, temperature, that type of thing. So it really is a baptism of fire for the guys.
Yeah, I think I was a little bit too aggressive for the tyres that we had on. We did relatively good times, but it was definitely struggling on the exits of the corners, which is important here with the long straight. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be completely different. It's going to be probably like 20 degrees hotter on the track temp, so the engineers are going to have to do their job overnight and try to predict what's going to work for tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, we were consistently quick. I couldn't go much faster. Every time was nearly like the same, so that's positive there. But now it's just time to fine-tune the car and get the speed up.
This must just completely mess with the driver's head right now, because they're getting ready for qualifying at 20 past 11, and as you can see, it is blazing sun, super hot.
I'm feeling good. We just need to hope that the car is good. So.
And it's hot now, man.
Yeah, it's getting warmer. So we'll see.
Go do what you do.
Yeah.
Let's hope he gets a good clean lap in, because getting a good grip position is crucial here. And now we're heading down to where the guys are on the grid. Obviously lots of noise and prep behind us with all the Formula One cars getting ready. But you can imagine for a driver like Keagan now, you pull into this, into the pit lane, and you've got to stay so focused when you're looking to your right, and you've got all the big names in their cars getting ready to go on the same track as you. It really is quite a privilege, eh? Such a cool experience to be at the ring with Keagan. Go boy.
Unfortunately, we didn't get the best out of everyone. We ended up P7, but still very close, because we definitely had a car to fight in the top 3. Yeah, I mean, it's all to play for in the race. It's going to be a difficult race, I think.
With qualifying done and dusted, it was really cool to see racing drivers as race fans as we took our seats in the stands and watched the qualifying of the Formula One.
We have been working hard together with Keagan to reach the point where we can be competitive on any weekend, and we are still working to get there, because as we have experienced in qualifying yesterday, it's always so tight and no mistake is allowed, and you need to be on your best form every session, every weekend, and this is the challenge. This is what pushes the team to become better and better every weekend. Yes, we are. I mean, we don't focus on that so much. We focus on getting the result that we are ready to achieve. But when you look at a bigger picture, you have the understanding of where some teams had a bit of advantage against ourselves. But the good thing with the team is that we never use that as an excuse. We use that as a motivation, as a way to show that we have the knowledge, the capability and the will, and we made it clear to everyone. We are not here to be happy about a P4 or a P5. We are here to win races. And the last steps, as always in high-level sport, is the hardest to do, but we are not giving up.
I think it's going to be pretty chaotic.
remember sitting in the car with them after his first race in Monaco when he had the accident and crashed out. How disappointed he was. This is going to be a very different disappointment because he knows that he has the pace, he knows that the car was quick enough, and it was just a really, really terrible start that ultimately cost him. Gutted for him, man.
First time ever in my life I've stalled on the start, and it wasn't a great race to do that. It's so frustrating because we've had such bad luck this whole year, and then to just go and do that and now it's my fault. It's a difficult one to get over. It's basically made the championship impossible now, so yeah, it's a very difficult one. Last year we had a good chance at the championship, and now we kind of don't really have much to do. So. Yeah, unfortunately it was a short race, so we couldn't. The car was getting stronger and stronger as the race was going on. Yeah, it's a little bit annoying, but I guess it happens, and yeah, we just have to take the results and move on. We still got other championships to worry about in the Italian championship that we're leading, so it's difficult. Maybe just go for race wins will be nice, but it's kind of hopeless now, to be honest. And now we will go straight back to Italy, and we have a test in Mugello on Tuesday. So yeah, the team's got a lot of work to do. So yeah, it's a pity we couldn't do anything good for the team, but I mean, we had a strong race from, I don't know, P17 to P9. So we made up some places, but still it's a tough one to accept. Like days like this, you hate in motorsports, but yeah, you have to move on, I guess, and just look at the positives in the future. But yeah, I mean, right now it's so difficult to look at the positives, but
I'm getting a feeling like you're not going to invite me to races again.
I feel like you're such a bad luck charm. Every race I do with you now, it's 100% terrible.
After their brilliant 2024 championship, there was so much hype and expectation around this season. Too much, perhaps. And when the final checkered flag of the season was waved at Monza, Keagan had finished 12th in the SuperCup Championship. Massively disappointing for a driver who is just so much better than that. And he proved that yet again in the Carrera Cup Italia Championship. Competing against many of the top contenders from the SuperCup series, Keagan put on a masterclass, consistent and fast with the most podiums, tie for most pole positions, and way out front on fastest laps, which saw him leave Monza as back-to-back Carrera Cup Italian champion. Amazing. 2026 is a new season, fresh challenges, tons of opportunities to shine. And I, for one, am super excited to see what this next chapter brings. Because without a doubt, the Keagan Masters story is far from over.